Once again, we're back with some absolutely insane 8 Passengers news. Kevin Franke, the husband of Ruby Franke, the woman who locked her children in a house because she's evil, is being divorced now. Now this is very strange for so many reasons. Obviously not the fact that she locked her kids in the house. That is strange. We know why that's strange. That's bad, by the way. You should never do that. But it's very strange because I was pretty convinced that Kevin was gonna like relatively stick by Ruby based on stuff he said previously and stuff that his lawyer has said. So let's dig into this. Also, friendly reminder, if you're new here, if you want to subscribe to the YouTube channel, I greatly appreciate it. We cover like all the crazy stuff that's going on the internet on this channel, and we just look at it and we go, wow, that's mental. So if you want to be a part of that, then subscribe and leave a like, because that'd be cool. And it lets YouTube know that you want to watch it. So that's nice. So here we go. We've got the article from NBC News that says, Ruby Franke's husband files for divorce. Kevin Franke's divorce filing comes roughly 3 months after Ruby Franke was arrested, charged with 6 counts of felony child abuse. That's a lot, by the way. She's in a lot of trouble. She might never see daylight again. We got this lovely picture of them. You could tell that she's insane just based on the glasses. Are those clout goggles? Is that what she's wearing there? Kevin Franke, husband and former family vlogger and patriarch of the 8 Passengers YouTube channel, that's a great word, filed a petition for divorce on Wednesday, according to a domestic relations injunction obtained by NBC News. The divorce filing comes roughly 3 months after Ruby and her business partner Jodie Hildebrandt, who is also a complete villain, by the way, that woman is insane, were arrested and charged with 6 counts of felony child abuse. Police found Ruby Franke's son, 12, emaciated, wounded, and bound with duct tape on August 30th. Her daughter, 10, was later found in similar malnourished condition in Hildebrandt's home. Kevin Franke filed for divorce in the 4th District Court of Utah. Divorce records are private in Utah, but the 2 parties are not allowed to harass each other, commit domestic violence against each other, or the children, or disparage each other to their kids, according to the filing. Well, maybe they should have had that filing in years ago, Kevin. Why didn't you tell your wife to stop abusing the kids on camera when you guys were vlogging all of that time? Why now? Only now, when she's already been caught, is that something that they seem to be relatively concerned about? I'm not a big Kevin Franke fan. In all of the videos that I have seen of Kevin, he has been by her side, defending her actions. For example, when it was found out that Ruby Franke had locked her kids away, the police then actually took the other kids to the home to get their belongings. Now, what did concerned father, clearly here, Kevin Franke do? Well, when he ended up speaking to the police, tried to figure out if he could press charges on his daughter for going back to their house because they didn't like her anymore, because basically I think she relatively left Mormonism because they're religious cultists.
All there?
Yes. Yeah, explain to me again why this was not robbery.
Because it's a civil issue.
He's just found out that one of his kids was left basically malnourished in a house. The other one also locked. And his first thought is, how do I get one of the other kids in trouble? This is like maybe the day of all of this happening. Does he look concerned to you? He doesn't to me. The injunction is effective until the divorce is finalized, the petition is dismissed, or the parties agree to dissolve it. Well, I'd assume after all of this, they'll probably get divorced. It makes you worry about who's going to get custody for these kids because, you know, he's probably not awful, but he did try and get one of them arrested the day that he found out 2 of his kids had been locked away. So he's not the greatest dad in the world, whereas she is literally the devil incarnate. So it's a lose-lose, to be honest. We've got a little bit of backstory here. The Frankes and their 6 children rose to prominence in 2015. So they're old school, man. Like, I basically started making these videos in 2016, so they came a year before me. They were I was going to say the calm before the storm, but that makes me sound worse. The channel had a following of almost 2.3 million subscribers before it was taken down earlier this year. Well, that is mad that it only got taken down this year. And that's one of the things that I still have as a massive problem in this case. Like, if you have seen the videos, and we will play a few in a second, they basically documented them abusing their children on camera. And it only took the worst possible thing to happen for any of the videos to be hit or anything to be taken down. And that is just absolutely crazy to me. Like, look, if we go through YouTube and we type in like Ruby Franke and then clip, there is access to so much footage here. Look at all of this, right? We'll put on this compilation. Alright, let's see what this is like.
I'm only going to say it one more time, and then you're going to lose the privilege to eat dinner.
My bedroom was taken away for 7 months, and then you give it back like a couple weeks ago.
I don't think our viewers know that.
You've been sleeping on a beanbag.
I've been sleeping on a beanbag since October, and they gave my room back like 2 weeks ago. Oh, I'll give you the reason why I lost my bedroom. I think so. I think this is the reason.
This is just like 21 seconds of a 5.5 minute compilation. And this is what they grew famous for. They grew famous for their harsh parenting techniques. Now, if you're one of the people who watched that, check yourself into a hospital now for the sake of everybody else and your kids if you've got them. I hope you don't. People basically took inspiration from them, I guess, as a way to parent children, which is horrifying. The Franke's strict parenting style had landed the couple in controversy before. I mean, if I click on this, what's it going to be? Ruby Franke, Utah family arrested child abuse charges. Well, that would be controversial, I would say. Kevin Franke's attorney, Randy Kester, did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Ruby Franke is not currently represented by a divorce lawyer, according to the filing. The NBC News has reached out to her defense attorney for comment. Well, I hope we get a response. I would love to know what she says. Probably something along the lines of, thank God finally I can marry Jodie Hildebrandt now. We are in love. That's why we do all this together, because we're two absolute bloody nut jobs. Like, look at the content these people are posting. Like, it gets so much worse in these videos. And look at the way that she like smiles and nods along.
At least this is the reason that's been in my head. It's pretty funny, but now that I look back, I mean, it's pretty depressing.
No, we never told our viewers.
That I woke Russell up at 2 in the morning and told him that we're going to Disneyland and he has to pack. And he got up and made his bed all neatly and then packed all his clothes in a suitcase. And then he walked out the door and I'm like, Russell, he's like, what? And he's all happy.
That's a funny prank. That's a funny prank. Now, remember this funny prank that she, by the way, is laughing at. Look at her face in this. Look at it. Look at her face. She's laughing. She finds this funny. What was her response to this? Oh yeah, she took away his bedroom for like the entire year. He sleeps on a beanbag. That's her son, and that's how she treats him. She's really cool.
Has his sunglasses on.
Do you think it's funny? Because
and then I walk out.
if you think it's funny, then that was 7 months ago. Maybe you need longer without a bedroom.
It was not funny.
Instantly shuts her son down. Something that she was laughing at, by the way. And now she's like figuring out ways to threatening him. She shuts her son down there. A joke that she's laughing at because she threatens him basically with taking away one of his human rights, which is like a place to sleep. Absolutely terrifying. Like, this woman's control purely for entertainment of herself. Like, she's enjoying that. It's sick. You know, she's meant to be a woman of God, you know, take no pride and stuff like that. But look at her. She's very prideful. Pride is a sin, baby.
The phone away from Abby. In November. And you may never get the phone back.
Probably not.
No, I have no friends.
Why do that on camera though? Like, she wants to be cool amongst other mums. That's like painstakingly obvious. Horrific freak of a woman wants to be cool amongst other parents, especially in her Mormon community. That is quite obvious from this. But to be like, oh, you're not getting your phone back, by the way. And your daughter goes, yeah, okay, mum. You know, seems to be taking it relatively well. And then she's like, oh, I want a worse reaction than that. She goes, forever, by the way. And she goes, yeah, I didn't really expect I was going to get it back. She wants the kids to be more distraught because she enjoys it, because she's insane. Kevin did not want to be separated, Kester said. He wanted to work through concerns as a family. Concerns, brother. You vlogged and filmed abusing your kids for years. That's more than a concern, isn't it? There was never any formal written decree of separate maintenance or separation agreement. The separation was under terms prescribed by Ruby and Jodie Hildebrandt. So originally, he separated from his wife because her business partner wanted to. They are definitely together. That is the only explanation for any of that. Ruby Franke is being held without bail. Nice. Until her next court hearing. Okay, which has not yet been scheduled. Well, maybe one day we'll find out what's going to happen. I'm kind of annoyed at like how long this is taking, but then, you know, you got to wait and be patient because she really needs to go down for this for quite a while. And it's so funny because then you've got articles like this as well. Like the man who is now divorcing Ruby Franke came out and said that he won't point fingers in a child abuse case. Well, it'll be the parents, wouldn't it, you moron? Oh, I won't point fingers. Yeah, that's because you're one of the people. It would be like, whoop. Oh, it's me. Oh, I was the one who was a part of all of that. He's an idiot. This man's a bloody moron. Of course he doesn't want to go around blaming people. He wants to be like, hey guys, There's no need to blame anybody here. Oh, because they're blaming me. Yeah, that'll be why. Don't blame me. What a sick individual, man. He said that he's more interested in what comes for the future of his kids. What, like trying to get one of them arrested? Kevin? Is that what you're more interested in? Seeing how many of your children you can get arrested? That'd be cool. How many children can Kevin possibly get arrested? Oh, well, you've got 6 of them because they love children so much, apparently, they just do horrible stuff to them all the time. Maybe they don't have so many kids, man. And then maybe they try and get them all arrested, ideally. That's the thing that is also so insane about this, is the man who's going to end up being, like, the savior of these children is also a little rat creature, man. He's a little rat man. He's a man who looks like a rat. He does look like a rat. Like one of those ones with no skin, no hair. He's got skin. So much of it. Look at his shiny head. It's a nice shiny head. It's not a nice head. It's shiny. It shines brightly. Is that what you wanted to hear? The estranged husband of YouTube family influencer Ruby Franke won't be speaking out directly on the child abuse charges against her because he might get in trouble. That's the code there. Read between the lines. He's scared shitless, as he should be. Be scared, Kevin. That's a threat. Not really. It's not a threat. It's a warning. It's not a threat. It's not a threat because that would get me banned on YouTube. Randy Kester, Kevin Franke's attorney, told Today that he's making an effort to rebuild and bridge the relationships rather than sling mud and point fingers. Oh, I love you, my wife. I'm not going to sling mud at you for your 6 felony child abuse charges. Let's let bygones be bygones. What? You should be sat there going, you fucking did horrible stuff to my kids. I hate you. And he's getting divorced now. This is an old article, ironically. So what's changed? Is it because of the fact that if you divorce her, you now look like the good guy? Bit late, though, when you've got articles like this on the internet, though, isn't it, Kevin? It's a bit late. Like, he's trying to amend his public image, clearly. But you can't really do that when you've gone, who's to point fingers at the abusive parents? Not me, because it makes you look absolutely mad. It does make him look a bit insane now. But he's clearly doing this because he wants to have the kids back. But I feel like bringing the kids back to something like this is probably not a good idea. So attention turned to Kevin Franke after the sisters of Ruby Franke, Judy Griffiths, Bonnie Hollian, jumped online to weigh in on the situation by making YouTube videos. They claimed that they had no idea that their sister's behaviour existed, and they cut ties with her some time ago. It was Kevin's job to check in on things, and he did not. That's what the sister said. And she's bloody well right. And now he's sat there on his little high ground trying to make it look like he hasn't done anything wrong. It's just a bit mental to me. Like, we know what this man has been involved in. It's filmed and posted on the internet. We can all watch it. We've watched clips in this video, and there's plenty more. He then tried to get one of his daughters arrested because he kicked her out of the house before he got kicked out of the house, ironically. You think maybe that would have given him some perspective. But apparently not. And now he's sat there trying to get a divorce. And even the sisters have called him out as a terrible dad. But if he'd have checked in, the problem is with Kevin, it's not about him not checking in. That's not the issue. If he'd have checked in, he would have gone, oh, the abuse is still going on. Class. Because that's what he was involved in. He tried to get one of his daughters arrested. How many times do I have to say it? I think he was very much okay with what was going on. And I think now he's just trying to save face because he's realised that there could be real world consequences like 6 felony charges. So he's trying to distance himself. He's not doing it because he thinks what he did was wrong. And he's not doing it because he cares about his kids. We know that. He's doing it. He doesn't want to go to prison for life. You're a coward. So Kevin's lawyer actually responded to the family, which is interesting. He said that Kevin is more interested in making sure his family can come back from this. I mean, you can't come back from 6 felony charges and they're trying to get your daughter arrested, but, you know, good luck to you. Like, that's insane. If I saw a video on the internet of my dad saying, I want to get my son arrested for robbery, right? I probably wouldn't fucking talk to him ever again. So, nice one, man. Good luck with that. I think she admits that she too was out of the loop and had not had any contact with the children herself. However, Kevin is more interested in reaching out to the children, family and friends to heal the past trauma and events. Lie. It's bullshit, Mr. Kester. Whoever the fuck you are. It's a lie. Anybody who's watching this knows it's a lie. It's just so irritating to watch this. This man is lying. We know it's not true. We know it. Past trauma and events. You were the past trauma and events. Like, Jesus. Kevin is making an effort to rebuild and bridge his relationships rather than sling mud and point fingers. He's focused on doing what is best for his kids. Yeah, okay. Even that means undergoing some introspection. Yeah, look fucking surface level, brother. You don't have to scrape too much off the top. None of that process, however, is going to be creating more distance between him and his family, including his extended family. He wishes Bonnie and her family well. Shut up. Doesn't care. He just cares about himself. I mean, the guy is just insane. Like, apparently he didn't even know that his kids had moved to Ivans in Utah. How do you not know that your kids have moved? Like, do you really have zero contact with them at all? But this is what happens when you, by the way, this is what happens when you don't give your children phones. He gets kicked out of the house. His kids don't have phones. He can't contact them. So it's kind of self-inflicted, really, isn't it, when you watch this? It's like this man self-inflicted all of this damage onto himself. In one instance, Kevin Franke supported the decision to send their 14-year-old son to the Anasazi Foundation Wilderness Therapy Program. Yeah, because he's a horrible bastard. It was an outdoor behavioral healthcare program. You beat kids up there, if that's what happens. For children who struggle with defiance and other behavioral problems, like being gay. That's a behavioral problem, according to the Mormons. What many of you are criticizing or calling abusive are actually things that mental health professionals have consoled to us. What, like Jodie Hildebrandt? She's a mental health professional, isn't she, Kevin? And she's now done for 6 counts of felony child abuse with your own kids. So, shush. Other punishments on the channel are often heavily criticised by viewers, such as Ruby denying children their personal space or food, forcing them to do push-ups. Okay, that's mad. That's mad. What? If I type in Ruby Franke push-ups, is this going to be a thing?
You see, now I'm using bad language. That's how bad of a mood I'm in. You get your socks picked up and don't you leave your stuff out anymore. Right over there. Run and go pick them up. And then give me 10 push-ups. Put them in your pocket so you can take them down to the hamper and drop and give me 10. Put your hands straight out. They're in. They're not supposed to be out. Shape your hands forward. There you go.
She made her kid do push-ups for the vlog. The lows these people go just continually amaze me. I'm not gonna lie. Kevin never had any reason to believe that his children were being abused, and if he had even one inkling that his kids were being abused, that separation wasn't for any other purpose and to figure out a way between him and Ruby to reunite their family, he would have been down there in 2 seconds. Yeah, well, we know that's not true, because the moment he got reunited with his family, he tried to get one of them arrested. So it's just fucking bullshit. Like, the thing about this situation to me is that any human being who looks at this information can see that this is a front. Like, he loves Ruby Franke. He thinks that they had a great, like, Mormon, like, religious couple thing going on. God knows why they separated. Probably because Ruby manipulated by Jodie Hildebrandt. But I'm not going to completely take, like, all of the stuff off of Ruby to be like, oh, poor Ruby was manipulated. Like, you know, she's equally as mental as that other woman. But to now sit here, basically, at this point and be like, oh, I was just little Kevin. I didn't really know what was going on the whole time. I'm just Kevin Franke. And I know we filmed and vlogged everything and we're well known for being terrible parents. And people would like call the police on us and stuff. And like we had CPS around our house 9 times, by the way. But I just didn't know that we were being abusive to her. I'm Kevin Franke. I didn't know that. This is me. This is how I look. Just imagine I had a shiny head. Brother, you are not fooling anyone. Like you had CPS around your house more times than the Deliveroo man. What is going on? Like, I can't believe this. I can't believe the lawyer is defending him. I guess it's his job. I don't know how, you know, lawyers... If I was a lawyer, I wouldn't be able to sleep. I'd be like, this man's evil. I can't help him. And I'd be like, that's sweet YouTube cash, baby. If he has any left. I don't know if they stopped making YouTube videos because it was like for the devil or some shit. And if it's for the devil, then, baby, see you in hell. Well, that's it for this video. That's a big update on everything going on here. This man is a fraud and should be looked at very carefully. But it's a crazy turn in this case. And we're still waiting for the proper hearing, really, to find out what's going on. Thank you for watching this. If you did enjoy the coverage, then a like and a subscription is greatly appreciated. And it does go a long way. So thank you for supporting the channel. This stuff is just mad. And there's so much more to look at. So, we'll be back again. What a horrible, 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 horrible man. Bye. See you guys. I'm off now to make an egg sandwich. Yummy.